Hello, welcome to another video, and this is one of the videos that I've been working on, and it was an experience. I chose 3 words, but I did them at work, so I don't have like footage of that. So just trust me, these were randomly generated. So let's begin. The first word is ball, and as you can see, I'm drawing somebody in a ballroom dance type of thing. You know, just vibes. Because I didn't want to draw just a ball, because that's boring. So we're drawing Evelyn, and she's in a ball gown, and she's at a dance. However, I chose not to do a background. I really wanted to, but with the amount of things on my plate right now, I couldn't. There just wasn't time. It's okay. I love the way this one turned out regardless. It's my favorite out of the ones that I did for this video. We got a little bit more time, so let's learn about this word. I like to think of like the etymology of words whenever I go into this as like a family tree. So ball came from Middle English, ball with one L, and that came from Old Norse. I don't know a lot about English, but English is a Germanic language that comes not from Latin or the French line. The Old English word that ball means to blow, according to my source. I assume that means like when you blow out it turns into a ball. I personally thought of like glass making, and because when you blow air into something it expands into a ball. Like imagine you're blowing out a balloon and it's not turning into a cube or a cylinder or a pyramid, it's turning into a sphere, and that's probably where this word developed into the word that we know as ball. But we're not using that definition, so let's go into the French line, you could call it, with Old French and Latin. So remember world history when we talked about the Roman Empire? Yeah, that was fun. During the Roman Empire, people spoke many different languages, but when Roman took over, Latin spread everywhere, and everyone was spreading Roman ideas and religion, especially Latin, the language, and that's where the term Romantic languages comes from. French is one of those languages. Gaul, which turned into France, was once under Roman rule, as we all know, and now Old French people took Latin words including Valier, late Latin, and I wrote this down. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put it on screen. I think it's Balizian, and both words have the suffix ball, which in Greek, ball meant to throw or fling or to take part in a revelry. That was a lot, so let's recap. The Greek suffix ball means to throw, it being the more relevant part, and to take part in revelry, which turned into throwing a party. And that is the way we're taking it in this picture, which I'm sure you figured out. So let's talk about the art for a second. There was a hand that was the worst. I had to pull out many different, it's the one on the side holding the skirt. I had to spend so much time finding references. And so in the end, half of it was covered by the skirt, which was like, oh, that's lovely. But yeah, it was really fun to draw Evelyn dancing. I haven't drawn her in a minute, and I really enjoyed being able to draw one of my characters again. And I'm sure she's having lots of fun dancing. So yeah, that's this word, and let's move on to the next drawing. Alright, now on to the next one. This one was by far my least favorite out of the 3, which is really sad. I think it's sad that I always have a least favorite, but never my favorite. Maybe I'll tell you my favorite at the end. But this one was based on equinox. I was so excited to do this one, and then when I sat down to do it, I had no ideas, and I think that's why I don't really like it, is because I feel like I could have done a lot better with such a creative word, but I didn't. Anyway, so an equinox, as I'm sure we all know, happens twice a year when the earth is tilted literally. There's really no up and down in space, but figuratively up and down in a way that the day and night cycles are of equal length. And this happens twice throughout the year, being March 22nd and September 23rd, and it's the transition between summer and winter. This day is often like for holidays and stuff, which is pretty cool. I might start celebrating that. I think that's really cool because it's like transition. I don't know. We'll see. But oftentimes there are festivals and holidays during this time of year in many cultures. I might just make it a festival in my own stories. The word is broken down into 2 parts, equa and nox. Equa means equal and nox means night. It means like the day, specifically the night is the same length as the day. So yeah, that's the word. I hope you liked this art, and then we're on to the next one. Alright, so the next word is lineage, which I also had no ideas for, and then the next day I sat down with my sketchbook and I immediately had an idea of somebody getting crowned. So that's what I decided to draw. And then I imported it onto it, and then yeah, we love that. So this character isn't any of mine, only because the only royal character I have right now at the time of drawing this is Evelyn, and I've already drawn her once in the video, so it's just a random person. I had some issues specifically with like the hands, so I had to look up a reference for that, but overall it wasn't that hard. So yeah, I really liked this one. It was really cool. So let's talk about the word a little bit. It's not as fun as the word ball. I feel like I had a lot of notes on that word, but this one comes from a combination of lignage from Old French and line from the Middle English. Lineage, I mean, I can kind of see where that comes from. We already went through like Old French and stuff, so let's just talk about the art a little bit more. I really liked how this one turns out because it's not really something I normally do. I normally do straight on shots, not really to the side, so that was pretty fun. But it also looks like something I would draw because it's more of a close-up, but there are hands, which is an artist's worst nightmare, and I am an artist, so that is kind of how that works. Anyways, but yeah, alright, that's what I came up for for those words. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for these, and let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.